Hello students, in this lecture we are going to see the one more example for processing of n jobs through 3 machines. So this is the example. There are 5 jobs, each of which is to be processed through 3 machines, which is ABC in order ABC. Processing time in hours are given below. So we have given processing time in hours. So this is the total 5 jobs and these are 3 machines, machine A, machine B and machine C, and these are the times to process the 5 jobs. So this is the time for machine 1, this is time for machine 2 and this is the time for machine 3. Now to determine optimal sequence for 5 jobs and minimum elapsed time. Also find idle time for 3 machines and waiting time for jobs. Now let's see. Now first we will find out the sequence, which is optimal sequence of given jobs. So let's find out. So it has first. So this is n jobs through 3 machines. So we convert this problem to processing n jobs through 2 machines. So let's find out first minimum AI. So what is minimum of AI? So for first machine, minimum value is 3. Next, maximum BI is equal to. So what is maximum value in B? So maximum value is 5. Next, minimum CI is equal to. So what is value of minimum CI? So minimum CI is, so here is value 5. Minimum CI is 5. So if satisfy either one of the condition, that is if minimum AI is greater than or equal to maximum BI, or it must satisfy minimum CI is greater than or equal to maximum BI. So let's see which if either one of them is satisfied, then we convert this processing of n jobs through 3 machine to we convert this is processing of n jobs through 2 machines. So let's see, here minimum AI is 3 and minimum BI is 5, but 3 is not greater than or equal to 5. So first condition is not satisfied. Now let's see second condition. Here is minimum CI is, what is value of minimum CI, which is 5, and maximum BI is 5. So 5 greater than or equal to 5. Therefore what we say, therefore here second condition satisfied. Therefore given equivalent problem is as follow. Therefore we convert given problem, given processing of n jobs through 3 machines to processing n jobs through 2 machines. If one of the condition will happen, then we convert processing n jobs through 3 machines to processing of n jobs through 2 machines. So what is the condition? Now we will take convert this as, so here these are the jobs. So in this example these are the jobs. Here total there are 5 jobs, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, now convert to 2 jobs. So I will take machine G and machine H. So machine G is equal to addition of first machine A and machine B. So 4 plus 3, which is 7. Next 5 plus 8, 13. Next 7 plus 1, 8. 5 plus 2, 7. 4 plus 3, 7. Next H is equivalent to addition of B plus C. So 4 plus 7 is 11. 5 plus 9 is 14. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8 and 10 plus 3 is 13. So from processing n jobs through 3 machines to we get the problem of processing n jobs to 2 machines. Okay, Now we will find out the optimal sequence. Now to find optimal sequence. Now let's find out optimal sequence. First, what will we do? Now find out from this sequence, find out the minimum value. So which among this, which one is minimum value? So here in this table 6 is the minimum value, and this is for machine 2, right? Therefore what we say, the smallest hour is, so what is smallest hour is 6 hours, and which is for job 3, which is for job 3 and on machine, and this is for job 3 and on machine M2 or on machine H and on machine second, right? H means what? This is second machine and this is first machine. If here this is the on second machine, so we place job 3 last. Therefore we place job 3 at the last of sequence, So what will be sequence? So we get the sequence. Total 5 jobs are there. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 5. So we place job 3 last, okay, because here 6 value is minimum, and which is for job 3, and this is for second machine. So this is for second machine, therefore we place job 3 last. If this 6 value is for first machine, then we place job start of the sequence, okay. So here we get this sequence. Now we delete this sequence. Therefore reduced table becomes, so what we get here, job 1 2, so 3 cancel, 4 and 5. So for G, which is first machine, is 7 13 7 7, and for H 11 14 8 13, okay. So this is for 11 13, oh sorry, 7 11 13 14 7 7 8 13. Now again, what is the minimum value? Now to find, so smallest hour is, again, smallest hour is, so what is smallest hour in this table? So in this table smallest hour is 7 hours, and which is for job 1, job 4 and job 5, which is for job 1, job 4 and job 5, okay. That is, there is a tie for value 7, right? That is, there is tie. So for 7 value we get 3 different sequences, right? So for if we place, so this 7 hours is for only for machine M1, okay. So if we place first job 1, then we place for next job 4, then we place next job 5, or next condition, if we place job 4 first, next we place job 1, next we place job 5, like this. So we get different sequences, right? Therefore sequence will be, so what will be its sequence? So it arises so many cases. So here first, so here if we place job 1 start at the start, then what happen? So here 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4 5, and here last value is 3. So if we place 1 start, or we can place fourth at the start, next we can place 5 at the start. So 1 at the start, then we get here 1 at the start. In this case, we delete this one, so we get these sequences. So in this case, it arises. So also here we have taken place. We have placed 1 first. Next there is again smallest value tie among 7 and 7. Okay, so if we place job 4, or here again it arises conditions. So 4, 2, 3, 4. So here 1 or 5. Okay, so if I place 1 4, then after placing 4, then we get here 7, and here after placing 5 first, then we place next 4, because here value is same, and here last 3. So here remaining value is 1, so only remaining 2. So we can write directly. Now if we place 4 first, then what happens? So if we place 4 first, then 4 get cancelled. So in this case we get, so here we get here 4 first and 3 last. Okay, so in this case, so there is again tie among 7 and 5. Okay, so if we place 7 next to job 4, then it will be again second condition, or we can place 1, here is 4, and if we place 5 start, then here will be 5. Here 4 1, and then 1 4 5. Then after the 4 we get 5, and after 5 we get 1, and at the last is 3 as it is. Okay, again, so 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. So what it remains? So only 2 remaining. So I can write directly. And if last case, what is the last case? So if we place job 5 at the start, then 5, and here is 3. So at this condition, so this value get cancelled and these are remaining. So in this case we get the sequence here 5 at the start and 3 at the end. So 7 is the value is tie again. So if we place 1 first, or we place, here is 5 and here is last 3, we place 4 second. In this case 1, then we get here 4. Here if I put 4th job, then we get here 1, and remaining is 2. So how many different we get? So here total there are 6 sequences we get. This is an optimal sequence for given jobs. Therefore we get 6 optimal sequences. Therefore we get 6 optimal sequences. 6 optimal sequences. So which are the 1 4 7 2 3, or 4 1 5 2 3, or 5 1 4 2 3, or 1 5 4 2 3, or 4 5 1 2 3, or last we get 5 4 1 2 3. So we get these are 6 sequences. Okay, among that, if any one we can solve, then we get optimal solution, right? So here these are 6 sequences we get. Okay, now we'll solve the given problem. Taking one of the sequence, we get optimal, we get elapsed time. So all these sequences we get the same elapsed time. Okay, so we take any one of them. So among these 6 sequences we solve any one of them, and from all 6 sequences we get the same elapsed time. Okay, so we'll take any one of them sequence is optimal sequence. So all of them are optimal. Now we take one of them. So let's take, if I take 4 1 5 4 1 5 2, 3 is an optimal sequence. Then to find out total elapsed time. Now let's prepare a table for the sequence 4, 1, 5, 2, 3. Before that, we will write the job in the sequence 4, 1, 5, 2, 3. So here is the job having sequence 4, 1, 5, 2, 3, and here for machine A, machine B and machine C values. So for fourth job we have the values of A. What are the values of A? Fourth job having value 5, 2, 6. This is the time in hour for machine A, B, C respectively. So for first job it takes the time 3, 4 and 7 hours respectively. For fifth job it takes time 4, 3 and 10 hours respectively. And last next second job it takes time 8, 5 and 9 hours. And third job takes time 7, 1 and 5 hours. Okay, now we'll write down the first. These are the processing 5 jobs through 3 machines. Now make a chart. So there are 3 machines. So first I will write job for optimal sequence is 4, 1, 5, 4, 1, 5, 2 and 3. Okay. Next for machine A. So there is time in and there is time out. Next idle time for machine 1. Idle time. Next machine B. So it also has time in and time out. Next idle time. Next is machine C. Time in and time out. Next last is idle time for C. Okay, so start the first. Any machine initial time is always 0. Okay, so this is for fourth job. So we have the values for fourth job. For machine A takes 5 hours, machine B takes 2 hours, C takes 6 hours. Okay, so time out will be, so for fourth job we get for machine A takes 5 hours. So here we get 0 plus 5 which is equal to 5. So idle time, initial time it takes it starts from 0. So idle time will be 0. Okay, now time out of first job, time out on first machine is time in of second machine. Okay, so it takes 5. Okay, so for machine B initial time is 5. So 5 plus, so for second machine it takes 2 hours. So 5 plus 2 which is equal to 7. So how much time second machine is stopped? So in time is 5 hours. Okay, so 5 hours machine A is stopped. Now time out of second machine is time in of third machine. So it takes 7 hours. So 7 plus, so last so here machine C it takes 6 hours. So 7 plus 6 which is equal to 13. So here time in of machine is 7, means what? 7 hour machine C is stopped. So idle time will be 7. Okay, now here is time out of first job is time out of next job, time in of next job. So 5. So here is 5. Now so for first job, and time interval for machine A is 3. So 5 plus 3 which is equal to 8. Therefore now idle time for this machine is 5 minus 5 will be 0. Now here let's see what is the maximum time between these two. 8 and 7, maximum time is 8 hours. Okay, so we take maximum time is 8. Now next is 8 plus what? For machine B, machine 1 on job 1 and machine B takes 4 hours, so 8 plus 4 which is equal to 12. Now next, here is 12 and here is 13. Okay, so maximum between these two, so this will be the time in of machine C, which maximum will be 13. So here to find out idle time, so 8 minus 7 will be 8 minus 7 which is equal to 1 hour, which is the idle time for machine B. Now next, so here 13 is the in time for machine C. So for machine C and job 1, it takes 7 hours for machine 3. It takes 7 hours for machine C. So we get here 13 plus 7 which is equal to 20. And here 13 minus 13 which is the idle time. Next, which is the fifth job. Now time out of first job is time in of next job. So which is 8. Okay. So here 8 plus for fifth job, time interval for machine A is 4. So 8 plus 4 which is 12. And here also machine is time interval is also time out is again 12. So 12 and 12 both are same. So we take 12 directly, and here 8 minus 8 idle time will be 0. Now here 12. Now 12 plus, so for fifth job machine 2 requires 3 hours. So 12 plus 3 which is equal to 15. Okay. Now so idle time will be 12 minus 12 which is equal to 0. Alright. Now next, here is 15 hours, here is 20 hours. So maximum between these two will be 20, because here for job for completing job on third machine, it requires 20 hours, and after completing this job, so no passing rule allowed. So after completing this job, then it receives from machine B. Okay, so after completing this, we get this second job. So it requires 20 hours. So here 20, then 20 plus time interval for third machine for fifth job is 10 hours. So 20 plus 10 is equal to 30. Okay, so 20 minus 20 is equal to 0, right? Now therefore here time out of fifth job is time in of second job. So here we write 12. Now 12 plus for second job, and it takes 8 hours for machine A. So 12 plus 8 which is equal to 20. Now 12 minus 12 will be 0. Okay. Now next, here machine A requires 20 hours and machine B requires 15 hours. So if work from machine B is done and here it takes 20 hours, so that time it takes, so maximum between these two will be 20 plus 50 which is 20. So in this case we get, so here 20 plus machine B requires, so machine B on job 2 machine 2 requires 5 hours. So 20 plus 5 which is equal to 25. Okay, and idle time will be 20 minus 15 which is equal to 5 hours. Alright, so here either here is 25 and here time is 30 hour. So here machine C requires 30 hour and machine B requires 25 hours. So maximum among that will be 30. So here 30 plus, so job 2 requires here 3 for job 2 on machine C requires 9 hours. So 30 plus 9 which is equal to 39, and here idle time will be 30 minus 30 which is equal to 0. And for last, here time out of second job is time in of third job. So 20. Now 20 plus, so for third job on machine A requires 7 hours, so which is equal to 27, and here idle time will be 20 minus 20 which is equal to 0. Okay, now here it requires 27 hours and it requires 25 hours. Okay, so maximum between these two will be 27. Okay, so here 27 plus for job 3 on machine 2 requires 1 hour. So 27 plus 1 is equal to 28. Okay. So 28 hours. Now difference between these two is 27 minus 25, which is equal to 2 hours. And here maximum between 28 and 39, it requires 39. So time in will be 39 because 39 is maximum hour than 28. So here 39 plus for machine C and job 3 requires 5 hours. So here 39 plus 5, which is equal to 44 hour. And here idle time will be 39 minus 39, which is equal to 0. Therefore, what we say? So final here 44 is the total elapsed time. Okay. Therefore here, so this is the total minimum elapsed time to complete overall job. So therefore total minimum elapsed time is equal to how many hours to complete overall job. For to complete first job to last job, it takes 44 hours. Now to find out total idle time for machine A, therefore total idle time for machine A is equal to, so what is idle time? So it total elapsed time minus total out time of machine A, so which is equal to 44 minus out time is 27 hour plus idle time, which is so 0 plus 0 plus up to so on 0, so 0. So 44 minus 27, so it gets total 17 hours. This is the idle time for machine A. Now total idle time for machine B is equal to, what is formula here? 44 minus out time for machine B is 28 plus here idle time is 5 plus 1 6 plus 5 11 plus 2 13. So after adding this we get 29 hours. This is the idle time for machine B. And last idle time for machine C is equal to, we get here total elapsed time is 44. Alright. Now we get the formula 44 minus 44 plus last elapsed time is so idle time is 7 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, which is 7. So here we get 7 hours. So this is the idle time for machine C, right? So this completes the solution of given problem. Now we'll see one more example. Now let's see the example. Find sequence that minimizes total elapsed time required to complete following tasks. Each task is processed in any two of machines A, B, C in any order. Means what? Here in this example we solve this problem directly by taking any two of the following three machines. Means we have to take a machine AB first time, next we will take machine BC, next we will take machine AC, and also we take in backward order. So there are how many possible ways? So there are 6 possible ways of processing task. First, each task is processed by machine A, first machine A and machine B. So in this case, so we take A and B are two machines. In this case, after solving this and after find out the optimal sequence, we get optimal sequence 4, 5, 3, 2, 6, 1 and 7. So this is sequence by using find out this by using previous process and find out its total elapsed time by using chart. Okay, so we get here 53. Also for second, if so we take reverse process of BA, means what? We have to take machine B as a first and machine A as a second. In this case we get the optimal sequence 7, 1, 6, 2, 3 and 3, 5 and 4. So here 5. So we get this is the optimal sequence by using previous method. Means from this condition means we take machine B as a first and machine A as a second. In this case we get this is the optimal sequence, and by after preparing chart we'll get total elapsed time is again 53. Also each task is processed by machine B and C. Means what? We take machine B and C, means machine B is as the first machine and machine C as a second machine. In this case 7, 6, 3, 4, 2, 1 and 5 is the optimal sequence, and after preparing the chart you will get total elapsed time is 52. Okay. Next, each task processed by machine B and C in order CB. Means what? Here we will take C as a first machine and B as a second machine. In this case we will get optimal sequence 5, 1, 2, 4, 3, 6 and 7. So in this case after preparing chart and finally you will get total elapsed time is 52. Now if we process through the task A and C, means what? A is the first machine, C is the second machine. In this case you will get the optimal sequence 4, 3, 6, 7, 2, 1 and 5, and after biasing chart you will get total elapsed time which is 46. And finally if we process the task processing by each machine through order C and A, means what? Machine C is the first machine and A is the second machine. In this case this will be the optimal sequence and 46 is the total elapsed time biasing preparing chart. So from above task is processed on machine A and C in order AC and CA. So here order AC you will get total elapsed time is 46, and order CA you will get total elapsed time is 46. So this is the minimum elapsed time from previous one. Okay, so the optimal sequence will be 4, 3, 6, 7, 2, 1, 5 or 5, 1, 2, 7, 6, 3, 4. Okay, so in this case you will get total elapsed time is minimum elapsed time is 46. Okay, so by using direct process you will get total elapsed time is 46, and this is very lengthy process. So from in previous example we have converted processing n jobs through 3 machines to convert it into processing n jobs through 2 machines. It only to check the condition minimum AI is greater than equal to minimum BI, or either minimum CI is greater than equal to minimum BI. If one of the condition satisfied, then we convert processing n jobs through 3 machines to processing n jobs to 2 machines. Okay, so this is the solution. Now there are some assumptions in sequencing problems. So let's see what are the assumptions. First, the processing time on different machine are exactly known and are independent on order of job in which they are to be processed. Second one, the time taken by job in moving from one machine to another is negligible. Once a job has begun on machine, it must be completed before another job can begin on same machine. Fourth one is all jobs are known and are ready for processing before the period under consideration begins. Okay, and fifth one is only one job can be processed on machine at a time. Sixth one is machine to be used are of different types, and last one is the order of completion of jobs are independent of sequence of jobs. Okay, now this completes our 4th chapter. Okay, we'll stop here. Thank you.